I'm starting to ask. Jessy Coronado. Wendy Calahorrano.
Yes, teacher.
What could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I could play with my dolls. I could watch TV, but only cartoons. But I couldn't drink alcohol. I couldn't go out of my house alone.
All right, excellent. Teresa Vargas.
Present, teacher.
Teresa, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I could fly a kite, but I couldn't play volleyball.
Excellent.
But yeah, thank you.
Steven Benavides. Steven,
Yes.
what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I could go and play some games. As well, I couldn't cook, swim, and definitely I couldn't drive a car.
All right. Very good, Steven. El Ascuel va casi siempre lo último, ok, cuidado allí. Samantha Díaz. Pastora Villamarín.
Yes, teacher.
What could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When a child, I couldn't ride a bike very fast, but I could cook.
Couldn't, all right? Couldn't.
Couldn't.
Very good.
Couldn't.
Paola Pérez.
Present,
Paola
teacher.
Pérez. All right, Paola, tell me
Present.
all right, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, could ride
Paola, no te escuché nada.
the bike. A ver, un ratito ya le seguro que está abajo. Ahí. When I was a child, could ride in the bike and climb trees.
All
I
right.
couldn't cook.
All right, careful. I could ride a bike, no in the bike. I could ride a bike.
Okay.
Careful.
Thank you.
Oscar Vargas.
Present, teacher.
Oscar, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could run in the park, but couldn't in the street.
Couldn't. Repeat, couldn't.
Couldn't.
All right, very good. Nicole Silva.
Sure.
Nicole, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could in room. I play. No.
No te escucho, Nicole. Natalie Flores.
When I was a child, I could sleep late, but I couldn't go to the park.
All right. Yes, very good. Mary Guerrero.
Present, teacher.
What could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could play with my mother. I couldn't go out alone. I couldn't buy my things.
Buy, all right, very good, buy.
Thank you.
Mayra Sánchez. Lucia Moreira.
Present, teacher.
Lucia, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could sing, sure. I couldn't. Could.
All right, very good. Lorena Arboleda.
When I was a child, I could run very fast, but I couldn't ride a horse.
All right, excellent. Juan Carlos Toctaquiza.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Juan Carlos, what could
I could ride a bike, but I couldn't a car.
All right. Excellent. Joanna Spin.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Joanna. Tell me, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I could sleep. I could sleep and I could watch a lot of cartoons and I could play with my cousins. But now, well, I couldn't drink alcohol. I couldn't go to a parties.
All right, excellent.
Thank you.
Joaquín Santillán.
Present, teacher.
What could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could crawl as a child, but I could not walk.
Walk. Careful, very good. Jessie Ortega. Janet Defas.
Present, teacher.
What could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could play with the other kids. I couldn't go alone. I couldn't work. I could watch movies all days.
Careful. La L no se pronuncia, Janet. Could and couldn't. Careful. Could and couldn't. Estefanía Gualpa.
Teacher.
All right, Estefanía, tell me, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could play soccer, basket, and tennis, and could practice taekwondo, and I couldn't cook.
All right. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. Edwin Vilca.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Edwin. Tell me, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could go holiday for 2 months, but I couldn't travel alone.
All right. I could go on holiday. All right. Very good.
Go holiday. Thank you, teacher.
On holiday. Dayana Sima Luisa. Darlene Olvera. Dani Estrella.
Present, teacher.
Dani, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could a child play with toys. I couldn't a child cook.
No necesitas decir a child. I could and I couldn't. A child, no.
Cool. Okay.
Chelsea Rodríguez. Carlos Puente.
Yes, teacher.
Carlos, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
When I was a child, I could play in the games of McDonald's, but I couldn't drink a beer.
Excellent. Ángel Delgado. Andrea Inga.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Andrea. Tell me, what could and couldn't you do when you were little or a child?
Sometimes I could play with my brothers, and I could watch TV. I couldn't have a pet, and I couldn't have a job.
All right, excellent. Okay, try to make contrast. Traten de hacer contraste usando but. Acostúmbrense.
Teacher, falto yo.
Si te limpias, Samantha, ¿qué pasó?
Ay, no lo escuché, teacher.
All right, what could and couldn't you do when you were a child?
I could play all weekend in the afternoon with friends. I couldn't lose, I could buy candies.
Repeat, could and couldn't.
Could,
No,
couldn't.
could, no. La L no se pronuncia. Could, couldn't.
Could, couldn't.
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 Yes.
Teacher, ¿me escucha?
Yes, Nicole.
Dale el micrófono.
All right. Tell me what could and couldn't do when you were a child.
I could play the piano. I couldn't cook.
Cuidado, couldn't. Repeat, couldn't.
Couldn't.
Yes, strong. Nice. Very good. The pronunciation. Yes, Christopher. What could and couldn't you do when you were
When I was a child,
child?
I could jump rope, but I couldn't jump puddles of water.
All right, careful with the pronunciation of jump rope. All right, good. All right, do you have any questions so far? It's all clear? Remember that the pronunciation is could and couldn't. All right, no could ni couldn't. That's not good. If you don't have any questions, you can leave the meeting. See you on Wednesday.
Thank you, teacher. You.
Bye-bye. See you. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, teacher. Good night.
Thank you,
teacher.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you,
Good night,
teacher.
take
Good
care.
night.
You too, thanks. Bye-bye.
Teacher,
Yes.
when is it going to be the next test?
I don't know yet. I will tell you in advance about 1 week, I think. I don't know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, teacher.
All right.
Good night, teacher.
Yeah, good night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye. Take care.